of you came today to celebrate the vibrant Julian's life. Encourage everyone to be vibrant, colorful, and just like Julian used to be. In this place that was the second home to Julian. And to be honest, it was more like his first home. He was preparing this party at the golf club with a great enthusiasm, and that's why it's a great pleasure to reinstate that and to celebrate his life.
When I reach out for him, he is there. When I am lonely as I can be, and I know that God shines His light on me.
I would like to raise a glass to Julian, his ferocious and buoyant life, and to his 80th birthday. So happy birthday, my darling Julian.
Lift you up and He turns you around, and it puts your feet back on higher ground.
So we arrive and meet these complete strangers and start playing bridge with them, and they clearly rather resented our arrival on the scene because they were a cosy group. And we did all right to start with, and then in the course of nothing very particular, Julian said, of course I was playing with Zia Mahmood last week. At which point, we won everything. At the interval, I said to Julian, what do you mean you played bridge with Zia Mahmood last week? I don't believe a word of it. Oh no, he said, I played golf with Zia Mahmood. That, if I may say so, was typical of a lovely man.
As I get older, I have increasingly vivid memories of events that never took place. So it is in this spirit that I tell this last story, which may or may not be true, but it's very strong in my memory. I was in Puerto Banús on the Costa del Sol. You'll all know that. Glitzy yachts, ridiculously expensive restaurants, and in my memory, a white Rolls Royce glided along the quay, and the occupant suddenly spotted me, stopped the car, and got out. And out of this Rolls Royce got Julian in a white suit. And so I cling to this as a true memory, and I end by saying, what an image, what a man, thank you, Julian.
We set a little fixture up a few years ago which we called the Alfredson Cup, which was England against Scotland. And somehow Julian is the only man in the club to have played for both sides.
The first time you met him, you felt maybe not.
Jules, I know you can hear me, and you're not going to like all of this, but it's closer to the truth than quite a lot of what you said. I'm going to have 4 lines from Life with Jules, who I first met in 1960 in Cambridge. I didn't know who he was, but this guy with really smart hair flowing everywhere would walk around our coffee shop, because we thought it was our college coffee shop, with keys on his little finger. And I always thought, what the hell's this guy up to? You know, no. And 2 years later, with some friends who are here tonight, we were at, I think, the British Consul's party in Zurich. Bit of a drag. And I met Jules again. And we started a conversation. And I said to Jules, hey, were you the guy who used to wander around with the keys in the Whim, the coffee shop in Cambridge? He said, yes. I said, gee, you must be pretty well off and pretty smart. I said, did you have a car at Cambridge? And he looked at me and he said, a car? Certainly not. So I said, well, what were you doing? He said, well, the girls didn't know I didn't have one. Now, that's your first sort of feel of a Jules story.
And I said to him, Julian, how are we going to grieve? I am, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty good at doing funerals. I'm sorry to tell you that, but I'm very good at it. and I do so many, you see.
Oh, this lady, probably American if they were in Florida, walking very swiftly up. Oh, madam, I believe that's my ball. She looks down and marks the ball. She's like, oh no, I always play with Julian Cottons.
I thought as my passing gesture to him, I would say, Jules, I too, like your brother, know you're up there and I know you're watching. Watch very carefully. Under every blue cloud there is a Guna lining. Merci Jules.
Reach out for help, reach out for help. He'll be there, he'll be there. Within your troubles, you can share. If you let the life you love, you get the blessing. From above, heals the sick.
Oh, Julian had lots of facets to his personality.
Julian was economical with the truth, and
He was a man of nothing in moderation.
And we hadn't really finished the conversation we were having before about life circumstances and started knocking on my window. And I thought, God, it must be no, it wasn't a policeman, it was Jules. So I wound the window down and I said, Jules, what the hell are you up to? He said, sorry, I didn't finish the conversation. I wanted to know, how much are you earning?
when we get to heaven, I'm afraid I've got no doubts about it, so my faith is quite strong. And Julian will be there. And he said, well, you discovered there's a God, don't we? I said, good heavens.
Any hour, heals the sick, heals the lame, and he says you can heal them too in Jesus' name.
The more you got to know Julian, the more we enjoyed his company. I was his little Calvinistic Scot.
I lift you up and he turns you around, and it puts your feet back on higher ground.
We played in this stage play in Zurich. He was going to be asked to play the young hero, who actually was a young aristocrat. And I, unfortunately, was asked to play Tony Lumpkin, who, if you know your play, was a bit of a yokel. And I said to Jules, why have we got the parts like this? Well, he says, very straightforward. I'm aristocratic and you're a pleb. So there was a second sort of introduction to Jules. He, on the whole, could be quite disruptively direct.
I lift you up and he turns you around, and it puts your feet back on higher ground.
Thank you so much, Rita. I'm glad that I'm not the only one to play with the Julian golf balls. Here's the proof.
Very good. I'm prepared one word. Just to say thanks ever so much for everyone coming along today. It's really great. I mean, my dad just loved this place, and you lot made him really happy.